This is an opportunity for the public in Enfield to tell the town board their feelings on the proposed law. Speakers will come to the microphone. You signed in, but we don't keep an order here for speaking. The guidelines are speakers must step to the front of the room. They must give their name, address, and organization, if any. And the speakers must limit their remarks to 3 minutes on the given topic. Speakers may not yield any remaining time they have to another speaker. All remarks shall be addressed to the board as a body and not to any member of the body. We are not going to have interruptions of speakers, bad language, or bad acting. Thank you. Some people have asked of other types of information from the public that the town board has received, and there have been 40 emails written to the town clerk in support of going ahead with the ban, and there has been one email not supporting going ahead with the ban. I understand that some people are reluctant to speak, and the board does entertain emails directed to the clerk, and of course there's always snail mail, and this will be put in the record and considered when we come to a vote, probably at the town board meeting next Wednesday. With that, did I cover about everything? We could take the first speaker. We do have a timer. We will try to give you a 30-second warning, but our electronics aren't really up to snuff for the task today, so we may watch for the flag of 30-second warning. Thanks. Yeah, you can form a line.
They can manhandle that like push it up, push it down.
It's good for me. Should I turn? Is it on?
Yes.
I'm Rob Sullivan, 68 North Van Dorn Road, member of NSOA. I'm pro-ban. My main concern is the water quality of Enfield, and since we all have wells, if it gets polluted, we gotta leave. So I don't want to leave. I like Enfield. I want to stay. Thanks.
I'm Roy Wolney. I live at 2271 Mecklenburg Road. I've lived here, 23 years, I guess. I retired, but I've been with the Office of the Aging Advisory Committee. I was surprised to find out 15 years, and I serve on the Gadabout board. I want to give the board this partial article from the Geographic, which, along with another book, Under the Surface by Tom Wilbur, it starts at Glenwood Pines. Both of them give both sides of the argument. I am for banning it. And it isn't only polluting the water, but the amount of water in the world now needs to be conserved. Once it is contaminated, it's lost. It's way down there on the ground. It isn't going to come back up and be usable again. So for those reasons, I recommend anybody needs help in making up their mind to read that book, Under the Surface, and the current Geographic magazine.
Hi, Kristen Lovelace Ross, 56 Waterberg Road, and I will make it short because I have a sinus infection. I support the ban. I'm part of NSAW and part of the Enfield Aquifer study, so I care about the water too, but also other kinds of pollution. That's why I support the ban. Thank you.
Chris Martelli, 57 Rothermich Road. I totally support the ban on drilling. I've lived in Enfield about 11 years, and I really love this town. I think it's like the hidden gem of Tompkins County, really. We have abundant water, we have good land, we have reasonably priced real estate still. I'd hate to see our landscape damaged by industrial drilling or our water threatened. So yeah, let's have the ban at the soonest meeting, or even tonight, as long as all the board is here. Thank you.
Hey, Joseph Prush, 377 West Enfield Center Road, and I'm also in support of the ban. I'm glad we've finally gotten this far. I do want to make it clear, though, I don't think this is the end of the process for any of us. This is just the beginning. We have a lot more work to do. There's still trucks that are coming through our county. I'm not sure how often, driving through Enfield on their way up to Geneva, that are carrying this stuff. They are overusing our roads, and I don't see any effort made to tax these companies. There are a lot of different things, local resources that could potentially be used and that are coming under threat. And I think we need to keep moving forward and looking at ways to protect those for future generations. But in the meantime, I'm glad we're taking this step forward. And the last thing I'd like to say for those who are opposed to the idea of a ban is we still have a lot of evidence to gather. There's a lot of information that we're still out there looking at and trying to figure out. So, you know, maybe in the future the oil companies can find a guaranteed way of getting at natural gas that doesn't involve damaging the water supply. And until that proven method comes along and has the science to back it up, be glad you've got a gold investment under your homes. The price of that natural gas is only going to shoot through the roof in the next 50 years. And if you're around to reap those benefits or to hand those on to your children one way or another, we are going to have some very expensive property here. So I think we've made the right choice. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pony Carpenter. I live at 192 Van Dorn Road South. Basically just registering my opinion that I would like to move the town to move forward with the ban. And I'd also like to thank the board members and all the members of the community that brought it to this point. We've come a long way, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
My name is Richard Ross. I live at 56 Waterberg Road, and I too support the ban against hydrofracking. However, I understand I could be wrong, but this is a ban on all types of drilling. And if it's a ban on all types of drilling, I believe people who have gas leases on their land can't get out of it. If it's just a ban on hydrofracking, leases can expire. But if there's a total ban on all drilling, not that I'm supporting any of that, but just to let you know that you have neighbors that would love to get out of gas leases, but they can't unless there's a ban just on hydrofracking. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
I'm Larry Boisvert, 429 Hines Road. I've been here 26 years, raised my children here in Enfield. We all, in my family, support a total ban, now and forever, on hydrofracking. And I've been in every meeting here. So there's been hundreds of people support the ban on hydrofracking.
Hi, my name is Paul Carmen from 60 Georgia Road in Enfield. My wife Heather and I are for the ban as well. We have personal family members in northern Pennsylvania that have been directly affected with water pollution, and they're considering thinking about moving to New York. So our property value is going to go up because we're going to have people coming to us because of this ban. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hannah Utter. I live at 115 West Enfield Center Road, and I was born and raised in Enfield. I went to this school, and I just want to say that I support the ban as it's written. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dustin Gibeon. I live at 208 Cypress Court. That's not exactly in Enfield, but right on the border. So I support the ban as it's written.
Hi, I'm Mark Sundman, and I'm short. I live at 215 Connecticut Hill Road. I part owner of the Noble House Bed and Breakfast, and I certainly support the ban. and have been to most of the meetings and certainly have seen the data and the research. I also sit on the Aquifer Committee as well. So I bid you good luck in making the final decision, and hope you'll make a good one. Thank you.
I'm Phil White, 348 South Applegate Road.
Pull it back up, Phil.
Back up?
No, the mic.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That's better for you.
That work? Okay, where was I? I guess my hat is off to the board for all the work you've done this and bringing the new board members up to speed on it. And in my opinion, you are doing the right thing with this ban. I can't begin to think of the numbers of dollars you're saving in addition to the water and all these other issues we're talking about. But the infrastructure that would be ruined by all these vehicles and things really gets to be mind-boggling, in my opinion, dollar-wise. Thank you.
My name is Julie Schrader. I live at 909 Bostwick Road. I have been involved with a group called ENSA for almost 2 years, and we have circulated a petition that states as follows. We, the undersigned residents and landowners of the town of Enfield, urge the town board to ban gas extraction using high-volume, slick water, hydraulic fracturing in the town of Enfield. The methods used and the intensity of industrial development threaten our clean air, clean water, soil, rural landscapes, and health, as well as our social and economic well-being. I am giving to the town board tonight additional signatures that have been collected, bringing the total number to 981 signers. I believe this clearly states support for a ban in this town.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Haskins. I live at 431 Enfield Center Road, and my partner Jeff Smith and I both support a total ban in Enfield. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Barbara Sadovnik, and my family and I have lived since 1996 at the corner of Halseyville and Aiken at what was once the Harvey Stevenson farm. I urge the town board to enact the ban on fracking as there are too many risks and not enough assurance it can be done safely. Last month I was in eastern Ohio, and while I was there, a fracking wastewater hauler was arrested for dumping more than 20,000 gallons of fracking wastewater into a tributary of the Mahoning River, a violation of the Clean Water Act. He ordered his employees to dump the fluid into a storm drain. This was the same wastewater hauler who injected wastewater into deep wells last year and apparently caused earthquakes. There's really no way we can protect our environment from this kind of event. The incentive to violate the law and the costs of oversight will be too great. Please enact the ban. If somehow obtaining this gas can be done safely sometime in the future, the gas will still be there. If we allow fracking and our environment is contaminated, we can't get it back. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Beth Meilbrecht, 53 Enfield Main Road. On behalf of myself and my family, we support the ban. Thank you.
Hi, I'd like to say thank you for this opportunity to listen to us once again, or to everyone once again. I've come to meetings before and expressed my opinion about fracking, and I just wanted to come back again and say that I do support the ban. My name is Laurie Shaver. I live at 147 Connecticut Hill Road, and my daughter and I would really appreciate it if you could ban fracking in our neighborhood. Thanks.
Hi, good evening. My name is Tom Joyce. I live on 598 Hates Road, and I'm speaking in favor of the ban as it is written. It's obvious that we are moving away from fossil fuel economy. There is no other option but to move in that direction. And I think it's wonderful that in our little town of Enfield, we are about to set the example for others about how to make that step and take whatever risks are involved in looking at a different approach to energy needs. And I want to speak particularly appreciative of all the work that's gone on amongst many volunteers here in the community and yourselves for allowing this process to go forward. and I'd encourage you to vote in favor of a ban. Thank you.
My name is Donna Heller, and I live on Hates Road. I support a ban on hydrofracking. I just don't support, I'm really confused about whether it's a ban on hydrofracking or whether it's a comprehensive ban on all drilling activities, which is considered different than the state ban and the state moratorium by the gas companies, who consider it a new force majeure event, and they're trying to extend leases that are set to expire. Perhaps they'll fail, like they failed to extend leases from the state's ban or the state's moratorium. That was, landowners got the rights to have those just end. However, because of the local bans, I know people aren't sure and people say, well, this and that, but the fact is that I just find it disingenuous. We're all against hydrofracking. So are we signing a ban against hydrofracking, or are we banning everything that's going to cause a whole nother set of problems for landowners whose leases are going to try to be extended? And I hope there'll be a group of us that can work together to get out of those leases, because they affect the landowners, they affect the neighbors of the landowners, they affect the saleability of the properties, and the fact that people are talking about getting rich out of some future drilling. Now, if there's a lease on a property that's left over because of the sloppiness of this whole mess that we're all trying to figure out, that would be the first place that they would go, and why would we want that? So I'm against hydrofracking. I'm against ruining the water. I'm trying to get my lease off my property in 6 different ways, and I see this as I'm hoping it's not an obstacle, but from what I've heard from the gas companies, it is an obstacle. They won't remove the surface rights, and they won't, and they're looking at all the towns that are implementing these super bans that aren't just hydrofracking, and they're saying we have a leg to stand on. And one more thing, the last map I saw on the website was from 2010 of leased lands. I was wondering if you could update that so it would go through 2013, because those are going to be the leases, that are going to be impacted, and I think you're opening up yourselves to a whole nother set of lawsuits, and I just think we should all work together. So I'm against hydrofracking, but I guess I'm not for what you wrote. As I understand it, I don't really know. And the answers I got from people are just as confusing and contradictory from all the different lawyers and all the different things. So.
Hi, my name is Monica Daniel. I live at 253 North Applegate with my family. I also have a business in Enfield, and our family and I am against fracking. We do support the ban. I'm also a health practitioner, I'm a nurse, I'm a midwife, and I'm also a licensed acupuncturist. So I am also appealing to you on the basis of the fact that we don't know, we really have no idea where this could lead. We don't have any proof that hydrofracking is safe, particularly for those who are most susceptible, and I'm representing pregnant women, and I'm representing unborn babies. Even at very, very small levels, some of the chemical compounds could be influential in fetal development, and not just that, the children as well. We've already found that women's breast milk is very susceptible to toxins, and so this is a big concern for me personally, and I think for everybody in the room. There's a concern about the next generation and what these babies are being exposed to. So I support the ban.
Hi, I'm Marcy Finlay, 277 Enfield Main Road, and I'd like to thank the board for all the time and effort you've put into this issue. And I do want to just state for the record that I support the ban. As to the comments about leases, I would just say the gas companies have tried all kinds of scare tactics over the last few years to extend leases, and every time they've ultimately been challenged, they've ultimately lost, and I don't think the board should base its decision on their newest scare tactic of trying to attack local bans. I think we can deal with that if and when it comes, but I've seen nothing that would convince me that they have a leg to stand on that claim either. Thank you.
I'm Nancy Spiro. I live at 68 North Van Dorn Road, and I support the ban as it's written. In terms of the comments people have made about leases, I have recently talked to some real estate agents and some lawyers who deal with real estate and some lawyers who have been dealing with gas drilling, and what they have told me is that in Tompkins County, they have not seen any evidence of the towns where there are already bans on all kinds of gas drilling, that the gas companies have not wanted to let people out of their leases, that people have been able to get out of their leases when they expire. And I know people personally who have gotten out of their leases when they expire and have gotten letters from the companies, even after a ban is in place, that have said they are done with their leases. And that what one lawyer told me is that actually having a ban in place makes it a less welcoming place for the gas companies and makes it more likely that they will not want to extend leases if it's a place where they're not welcome. So as Tompkins County gets more and more bans in place on drilling, I think we will see more and more people being able to get out of their leases. That's what I hope, but as the legal system works, who knows what the future holds. But so far, that's what we've seen. Thank you.
My name is Lori Elrod. I live at 101 Rockwell Road, and I first want to thank you for your service to the board. I'm short too. And also for your time and energy on this very important topic. And real briefly, I'd just like to say I support the ban as written.
Hello, my name is Susan Robinson, and I've lived at 772 Bostwick Road since 1976. And I support the ban as written. I believe that hydrofracking is dangerous to people and animals and the land that we love. I have a lot of wetlands on my property. I have lots of frogs and turtles and beautiful birds. And I believe that hydrofracking, the chemicals that are included in hydrofracking would endanger many of those animals, not to mention all of the people who live on my land and in my neighborhood. So please support the ban. Thank you.
Hi, Tori Bennington, 873 Bostwick Road. I've seen what longwall mining has done to my family's farm in Illinois, and it's just horrible. It destroyed everything, the community, the people. I mean, cancer rates have risen. People are just sick, and I don't understand why the quality of water for human consumption, all of the rescue animals and animals I have on my farm. I moved here from Illinois, went to Chicago, tried to get away from the pollution, toxins, and here it's happening here in a different form. It's a no-brainer.
I am Karen Friedeborn from 877 Bostwick Road, and I would just like to also support the ban.
I'm Mary Jo Lovelace at 2504 Mecklenburg Road. My husband sent you an email in support of the ban, and I too fully support the ban. My daughter and son-in-law would like to do some organic farming here one day. They need the water to be clear. I want it to be clean and clear for my grandchildren. And I do thank all of you on the board for getting it as far as the moratorium and working now to move it to a ban. Thank you.
My name's Paula Geary, and I'm tall. I live at 664 Bostwick Road, and I support the ban as it is written.
Hello, I'm Asa Redmond. We live at 184 North Applegate. This is my son Gavin. We also have two other kids we hope to pass our land along to, and I don't think there's anything more important than clean air and clean water. I think it's pretty short-sighted to even consider gas drilling when you think ahead, and water is going to be the most precious commodity in 30 years, and do we want to leave our children a legacy of tainted water and much bigger problems than what natural resource are we going to use for energy? I think we should look at alternative sources for energy. Our house is solar off the grid, and I think there's a lot of people in Enfield who are like-minded. I did want to say appreciate all the board's efforts for getting us this far, and we wholeheartedly support the ban. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Robert Griffin. My wife Bonnie and I live at 253 Ivordale Road. We've lived there for like 27 years, raised our kids there and such. And I just wanted to state for the record that both of us are against hydrofracturing. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Art Godin. I live at 96 Woodward Road with my wife Joanna Green, who also, like myself, supports the ban on hydrofracking. I think the wording of the ban has been reviewed carefully by our town attorney to be the most effective legal document that we can put out there. So I would support your approving the ban as written. Thank you.
Say your name. My name is Rishi Carson. I live on 230 Rothermich Road.
I'm David. I live with him. We represent Lisa and Ella. We strongly support your ban. We want to thank the board for all the work they've done up until now. You're doing the right thing. You're protecting our water, soil, and air for the next however many generations. Please keep up the hard work and don't be discouraged. We're here to help you, whatever we need to do. Money for legal defense, activism. We'll go to Albany. Let us know what you need. Thank you. Thank you. I support the ban. We all support the ban.
I need someone to lift me up, but Karen Pincus, 635 Iredale Road, and my husband and I support the ban as written. Thank you.
Has everyone had a chance to speak who wishes to speak?
Move to close public hearing.
Second. Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of closing the public hearing? Aye. We will adjourn until the town board meeting on March 9. 13th, the 13th at 6:30. I have to get my agenda done by that date. Okay, thank you so much. We would appreciate some people staying to help the janitor put away the chairs. There is also information on supporting the aquifer study. The residents and neighbors of Enfield have given money to the town to defray the cost of the study, and we are still accepting public donations. Have a good evening.